Y'all missed some beautiful behind the scenes. There is dancing. There is some singing. The right click was listening to some music that they thoroughly enjoyed, I presume, based on their reactions. Also, it was by Lizard Eats Flies, not by the right click. They don't have that sense of rhythm.
Nope.
Or tone.
Not at all.
And
No.
you can check out more of Lizard Eats Flies music on various other shows that we do here at GeekSpaceTV. She has written all of our theme songs, and it's amazing and wonderful. And that is a preview piece from her upcoming new album that fit quite appropriately with the musical shenanigans of the right click. So, welcome back. You are watching GeekSpaceTV. In case you are new here, we are a nonprofit streaming studio based in the Seattle area, promoting and increasing diversity and inclusion in gaming and geek spaces, and we are incredibly excited to have you here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, being excited in chat. If you are able to do so, we also do appreciate your donations. They help us keep butts in seats or in screens. That's how that works. and pay our rent, because that's a thing that's legally required to do by someone's decision. It's probably that Baron. So thank you so much in advance. I will read out the donation messages at the end. It's always a delight, because then I can time with roughly what was happening in the show when they came through. Also, we have a Patreon. You can check that out, and I will have everyone briefly reintroduce themselves and their character, like one sentence description, and then we'll dive back into the action of our Band of Misfits. We are playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. I think I saw some people's questions about that, and they are level 3 characters currently. And it is vaguely somewhere on the continent. I think it's geographically what I have decided.
We're in a place.
We're in a place
somewhere.
And there are
on
people.
land.
Yep.
And there's also sea, we learned.
Yes.
There was C. Let's start with you, Megan. Who are you, and who are you playing?
So, hi, I'm Megan. I'm a psychologist out in Charlotte, North Carolina, and a therapeutic dungeon master. I also run a D&D game on Geeks Like Us, where I DM for a bunch of geek psychologists. And I am playing Lyra. She is an Aasimar glamour bard, or Aasimar, I guess. I don't know.
They're like the half angels, right?
Half angels, yes. The angelic form of tieflings.
Very tall. Cheryl.
Hi, I am Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite. I am an affiliated Twitch streamer, and I am also a designer and public speaker. And I am playing Enora Quid, who is a halfling monk. She's a little roguelike. She fancies herself more of a stagehand than a performer, but she's quite talented with her acrobatics.
Frisk.
Hi, I'm Frisk. You can find me at twitch.tv/Frisk. I, what do you call it? I do like voice acting stuff, and I play video games. I'm addicted to Fortnite right now. And my character is Lulu Lacree. She's a black dragonborn. And yeah, she's something.
Yes.
Something extraordinary.
And PB.
Hi, I'm PB or Pumpkinberry, and you can find me at twitch.tv/Pumpkinberry. I like to do indie narrative games, role play, all sorts of fun shenanigans. And my character is Tad, the short human barbarian. Her name is Tad the Bloody. She is overly optimistic and enthusiastic.
Just a little bit threatening.
Yeah.
I'm Random Tuesday. I will be your GM for this evening. We've left the right click last time, before the break, as they were riding their horses away from the city. They totally didn't steal those horses.
Nope.
They acquired them through the fine art of, what was it again? Enthralling?
Yes.
They convinced a horsemonger to give them some horses because they were just so super famous. Mm-hmm. They had been hired, this is backtrack slightly, they're hired to escort Elaine, a cleric of Paylor, from the city that they're in to the city where her family is, to the city of Serloon, where she will be imparting some information as well as getting herself to safety to her sister and their family, which implicates the Baron of the current city that they're in some less than reputable activities. So they are trying to escort her I suppose discreetly may not be the best word, but without her getting noticed or caught. So they seemed like the best way to go about doing that was to erect a giant banner of their band's name, ride through the town on cities
Throwing
ride through the
candies.
city on horses covered in glitter, and these horses which had been acquired through the fine art of enthralling. They were briefly questioned, however, through a inspired performance of their new hit single, Take Backsies. They booked it
Little work.
through the gate that they opened and are now riding their way through the countryside of the continent, the northeast portion of the continent. And so we'll find our travelers, our brave adventurers on the road as they begin their progression. For the most part, it seems, at least the first few days, it's going to be about a 10-day journey, pass relatively uneventfully in terms of the people that they might meet along the road. It's relatively quiet. They probably would notice maybe a handful of others kind of when they get to some intersections, kind of on some more major roads. There are always some other traveling performers out, but this seems to be a slightly maybe higher number than you might expect. They had been told that there was a festival in the city that they were going to.
Perfect.
Yes.
So is there anything in particular that the group of you are doing on your journey?
I think that we should refine Take Backsies.
Yes.
True.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yes. It becomes like our road song.
Yep. I want to crash course Elaine into basically all of our numbers. So if put on the spot, she could perform
She
with
can
us.
attempt to perform
Yes.
them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you are all working kind of together in tandem. Is this the like sort of primary motivation that you have on this trip? Is refining Take Backsies?
Well, we need something to perform at the festival, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to
we
be
need to
new.
have a
It's
new
got to be
song.
amazing.
Yeah. New song. Completely amazing. Pull 'em in.
Explosive.
Ooh. Should we have pyrotechnics involved in this?
Yes.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
Glitter bombs. Okay, that's the other thing we need to work on is glitter bombs.
Glitter bombs. Okay. I like that.
It's like at night around the fire when we're done playing for a little while, we all make glitter bombs.
Now, Lulu, do you have control of fire or acid when you sing, or both?
I am, what do you call it? I think I'm an acid breather.
Black dragons and Black Dragonborn are acid. They spit
Okay.
acid.
So if we wanted to throw in some like grunge screamo, you could spit the acid as
Yeah.
part of the show. I'm
Ooh,
into that.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm into that as well. That is good to know.
Good.
Okay.
Wait, can I breathe fire at all or no? Do I not
No,
breathe
you
fire?
have spells that involve fire.
I have
so you-
fire. Yeah, I have fire spells.
Yeah, I
but
think you
yeah.
have two. You have a level 1 and a level a Black Dragonborn and Black Dragons do not breathe fire. Only
darn.
acid. And I think that's maybe for some of them it is like a point of frustration of like not all dragons breathe fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel a little left out, but it's fine. It's fine. I have acid, so I could do this. So when I'm like trying to like, it's like when they breathe fire and smoke comes out of their nose, I just look like I have like a really bad cold. You just see like acid just dripping down my nose. It's
Like-
disgusting.
snotty.
It's like mucus.
All of her jeans are acid wash, but not, that wasn't
Oh my God. Yeah.
Everything
We didn't
acid
need
wash.
bleach at all.
I have holes in all of my clothing.
You sneeze and then it's like, oh, shoot. There goes my new jacket.
Yeah, we just decided to go with that look.
Is that why you just have crop tops?
Yeah,
Yes.
I basically
Yeah.
revamp everything. So eventually, like, all my clothes just disintegrate and I just gotta buy new ones.
It's hard.
But
It's
you
hard
can
as a
sell the
life.
rags for a very high price once
Yeah.
established. Yeah.
Those
Our
get turned into the
canvas,
underwear.
right?
Being a black dragon.
That's where you
Dragon.
get all your underwear from.
Yeah.
Scraps.
In our underwear bag.
I
folder.
would be honored to fashion my underwear from Lulu scraps. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, we're so popular now. People all over the world will pay for
I mean,
these.
you got to think about it. The scraps have got to be like the strongest bits of cloth because they resisted all of the acid damage.
That's true.
Therefore, like those are your practical panties right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's like
that's
super high quality. Like honestly, there's only one place I shop, and it's Aeropostale. Like that's all. That's the only place I go to. So
Aeropostale.
Aeropascal, yeah, Pascal, yeah. It's for dragons by dragons. Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That
I
makes
know
sense.
the speed at which we operate, Alanis, is dizzying, but this is what it's like to set trends.
Yeah.
She just spends a lot of her time sort of sitting there, watching all of you, kind of keeping herself a little bit separate from the group. It's impressive how forward-thinking all of you really are.
So, Alanis, I have a question for you. Your whole family is in
Yes.
law, and you decide to up and go into,
Well,
what was it again?
Clergy.
clergy.
Yes.
Pelor is a lawful god of healing and the sun and life and most things that I think are pretty synonymous with what my family does. Not everyone is in law. We're just the majority.
So what made you decide to go into clergy?
Well, my sister has the estate, and my elder brother, he became one of their guardians and runs some military branch, and it never interested me.
Douche.
But that's rude, but you're not wrong. It just didn't really interest me. I wanted to help people in a different way, I guess. Sometimes help people unconventionally. I feel
All right.
like you don't trust that.
I don't a little bit, but I'm also writing lyrics in my head of a new song starring you and your story that we will not sing.
All the things she said running through my head.
Yeah.
Through my head.
I like it. I like
like
it.
it. I like
it's
it.
perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
What about all of you? What brought you to the adventuring life then?
Music, baby.
I can't imagine all adventurers are performers. That seems to be a particular niche you found.
Yeah, our niche music is our niche, but like, how did we really? This is a great question.
I find music interesting because you can't hold it most of the time. So really, it's not that much different from an illusion or other forms of liberating people from money for little or no exchange of value. So it's a nice synergy, I think, in the end.
Yeah. Initially, I wanted to be in fashion, but because of my projectile acid from my nose, it's just fashion just wasn't like the best thing for me. So I ended up going from fashion school to I ended up going to a bard college where I was a terrible bard. I could only master the cowbell, and one of my rivals there, Bardonce Knowles, she was such a bitch. I hate her.
I have to say, Lulu, I have heard of.
Have you heard of Bardonce?
I have heard of Bardonce.
I mean, I
Yeah.
have too, and I don't really keep up with current performers.
I know. It's unfortunate, but
But no
now
one
I'm
can
here.
do a cowbell like you. So,
Thank you.
Laura, give her a big hug.
Yeah, we will take your cowbell to the top, Lulu.
Acid tears coming down my face.
Runs a streak through the glitter.
Yeah.
I'm an ugly crier, teeth and all.
Acid tears.
There is
Elaine.
room in the music for more than one act.
Like comes over and pats you on the shoulder if you let her. She'll be like, it's really gonna be okay. You're incredibly talented at what you do.
Thank you. I know. I know. And then I'm just regaining like myself. Just all right.
You got
So-
this. You got this.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you.
And it's hard out there for lady adventurers. So it's nice that we've taken it upon ourselves to be self-employed.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Like,
I empathize with what you're going through. You know, sometimes you're adventuring and people just take you for granted and think that you're not talented because you happen to be like 3 feet tall. That doesn't mean you're not competent. When you combine that with being a woman, nobody wants to hire you, but this is different.
Mm-hmm. Can't judge a book by its cover, honey. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Plus, we get greatly underestimated anytime we go in for a fight.
I can imagine that happens to you on occasion when you get into those occasional fights that you probably don't get into regularly as she begins tripping over her words. Yes, I think you would be quite formidable. I'm very confident in your ability to get me and the information safely to Sailloon. Thank you.
I hope so, because you're spending a fortune on us.
Yeah.
I am well aware of that.
Just reminding you.
And these...
I would like to keep an eye on the road behind us, generally most of the time, to make sure we're not being followed back.
So I will take all of your, on the bottom of your sheet, if you guys tell me what your passive perception is, that'll just be kind of the blanket, what I'll take for observing the road when you're traveling, and I'll ask for specific perceptions when things happen.
Okay.
So if you go down to the bottom of the skill list,
I'm a
You'll see.
14.
okay, so I've got 14.
13.
12.
Wait, hold on. Where am I looking? I'm trying to find it.
Right at the bottom of your skill list and your attributes, there's a little bar with a circle. There's a number in the circle, and the bar says
passive wisdom.
Yeah,
Perception,
your
9.
perception. 9. Okay. Nora, what was yours again?
Eyes perception.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically on our we're on our horses and just can't see nothing. I have terrible eyesight.
You just do you not wear glasses because they don't look good on you?
Basically. And they don't make context for the size of my eyes, so
It's the worst.
yeah, I know it's
The
terrible.
worst. Or they just dissolve in the liquid on your
Yeah.
The acid is all.
Apparently,
Basically, every time a contact touches my eye, it just dissolves, and I'm like, oh,
it's not. They don't make acid-proof contacts.
yeah.
Okay.
One day in the future.
So you begin your way. You kind of continue on. You have many pep talks or times around the fire. I will say, with all of your practicing of take backsies, next time you attempt to perform it, you can all have advantage on that performance.
Yeah.
Because it is no longer it is no longer one of your improvised pieces. It's not you making it up on the spot. It's a practice. There's some rehearsing happening in your way of rehearsing things. And you continue along your way, and eventually you get to a point, you're kind of traveling through a little bit more of a wooded area. And I would say, Lyra, you would hear, you have a 14, right, on your passive?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You would hear first, and then probably Tan, and then Honora and Lulu probably will not ever hear this before something happens.
What?
You hear the sound. There's a lot of like music playing, especially at the back. Like everyone keeps trying to get Elaine to practice the pan flute, and she's eventually got down to like not just like going doo doo doo, like actually
She
the word
hot
doo.
crossbuds now.
She can actually make it flute. And Lyra, you hear the sound of like, at first just sort of seems like moving underbrush, and you kind of hear it off to sort of around you, the sounds of the wood, and then eventually it becomes slightly louder to one side of you, and you're like, that is very clearly something moving through underbrush quickly.
I let everybody know. There's something over there. There-ish.
Can I inspect? Can I look?
Yeah. Go ahead and like
Eagle
you
eyes.
you turn your horse. What sort of order, how are you guys arranged when you're moving on the road on your horses?
Imagine actually Lyra might go towards the front, especially knowing that she can see a little bit more than other people.
Okay. So Lyra probably is near the front. Are you going like two abreast, single file?
Probably two.
Two at a time, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Two and two. So
Twosies.
who would you say is the
Two and
two in the
two.
front? Maybe Lyra and Tad, and then
Sure.
I would say, yeah, and I
So you
could
have
probably
5
be in the
total.
back since I'm just so tall. I can
Yeah.
see over everyone, so it doesn't matter. I just hang out in the back.
Okay, so Lulu, you're in the back. Maybe kind of like a cluster of 3 in the back and then the 2 in the front.
Yeah, I assume we're kind of keeping our charge in the middle.
The middle.
Yeah,
she's
that's what
somewhat
I would assume
protected.
too. Yeah.
That makes sense. And you switch places from now and again, from time to time. But we'll say, Tad, you sort of peel off as Lyra points to the noise in the side and kind of turn your horse slightly. I'm probably going to presume there's like at least 5 feet between each of your horses. You're not like nose to butt.
Yeah.
Get you closer. Give me a perception check. Very nice.
This is why I very rarely roll on roll 20. My passive is way better than a 5.
Yeah, that's why I took your passives. I tend to take passives. All right. Tad definitely notices this. As you turn your horse and you kind of look in the woods, you see something running towards you. And it takes a moment as it clears, and you very clearly see a large deer. It's not, we'd probably say it's female, so it's a deer, not a stag. And it is just charging towards you, and you look a little bit past it, and you see 3 dire wolves.
Oh.
Lulu and Lyra, you don't see shit. Lyra, you turn and you're like trying to look around, but like Tad is in the way. And Honora, you kind of catch the glimpse of, you don't see the dire wolves, you just see the deer running towards you. And
Can I possibly smell them? Do I have like a good sense of smell even though I'm blind? Visibly?
Perception generally encapsulates all of your senses, so I just use it to take whatever kind of the information is coming from your best sense. And in this case, you were probably still focused on like the
Legally
pamphlet
blind.
Despite your best efforts, all you can smell is Alanis.
You lavendered her up.
No.
And the deer tears through the woods, and it is running so fast that it doesn't, as it like crosses the path on the road, it is not able to stop itself in time, and it is going to charge into
Me.
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah, actually, Tad. I rolled for it. Tad, give me a animal handling check.
Oh.
You see this coming with your high perception.
Eagle
You've
eyes.
pulled
Yeah.
over your eagle eye. You're like,
Yeah.
what do my
I'm
human
ready.
eyes see? And you sort of like pull your horse to the side as the deer just charges past you, running through and into the woods on the other side. The dire wolves at this point, all of you, like, you see this dart at this point, Lulu and Lyra, you, like, turn around, Lyra, and you see this thing run behind you, and you barely make out the sort of the creature just, like, getting out for dear life running away. And
Dear life.
hey!
Hey.
I didn't even know I was saying that. And PB, as you were saying there, Tad sees the 3 dire wolves just leap, and one of them tries.
Can I, because I saw this coming and I successfully like dodged the deer, can I try to javelin one of them while they jump at me?
Yes.
Yeah!
I will let you get the first attack, and then everyone go ahead and roll your initiative. Because the dire wolves are going to kind of tear into the clearing, see their prey like halfway across the clearing, and they're going to attempt to get one of your horses.
Okay.
Because they're standing still.
No, that's
They
not
like still horses more than they like moving deer. So go ahead and roll your initiative. If you click that little box, it'll pop up, and then I can just note everyone's down. Anara, you have 21. Tad, I will still take, you get the first attack, and then you and it the 4. Lulu with the 19, and Lyra. Lyra did
With a
I missed yours.
10.
10, thank you. Okay. All right, Tad, you unfortunately don't have advantage, so you rolled a 9. And
9.
that is not enough. Yeah, you miss as you sort of take your javelin and you have horse on one hand, and then you try and stab across. The more you guys are fighting on your horses, there will be some animal handling that you will need to do to stop the horses from bolting, because they are getting attacked by dire wolves. And you sort of reach around and you don't quite stab at it, and it starts snapping at you. Anora.
I will throw a dart at the dire wolf that is closest to Tad. And that will not do so great. Not a critical fail. It
is not. The dart goes wide and lands on the ground.
At it. Penny bomb. No, I'm kidding.
Glitter bomb the dire wolves.
Lyra.
Oh, it's already me? Oh, cool. Yep. Are the dire wolves all like in a nice little clump together?
Probably, yeah, at this point. I want you to know that I rolled a 1 for Elaine's initiative.
So Elaine.
She's slow. She's a little surprised, but she's, you know.
All right. They have to do a Constitution saving throw.
And the wolves got it. Okay, Constitution saving throw?
For all 3. Yep.
And what's the DC?
14.
14. One of them saves.
Okay, so that one takes 5 points of damage. The rest take 11.
Okay.
Lyra pulls out her guitar and kind of does this chord, and there's like this ear-splitting sound that comes from right in the center of the dire wolves.
The wolves begin howling, this sort of like piercing howl. They also roll terribly, but it is now their turn. The one... I'm not doing hot on the NPC rolls today. The dire wolf at Tad's horse is just going to like try and leap up onto your horse.
Do it.
And like it's not even going for you. It is trying to get onto like the back legs of the horse and drag the horse down.
Oh no!
Which means I need to look up stats for horses.
Carl too.
No.
Riding horse. Excellent. What is the AC of a horse? Not great.
No.
Not great.
No.
And it succeeds. It just leaps in, sinks its teeth in. Give me an animal handling check, Tad. Keep the horse under control. That will be enough as the dire wolf like sinks its teeth and its claws into that deliciously meaty flank of your horse. And you see blood streaking down from its flank. Okay. Next up is Tad. Oh, the other two. Actually, sorry, there's 2 more, and they are also going to attempt to take down your horse. And the other one gets it at the neck and is just like teeth sinking into the front of your horse, and the other one is snapping behind it at the ankle. Your horse lets out this whinny of like kind of a screech. I'm going to murder your horse today. Tad.
Okay. I am enraged now. I'm an enraged barbarian. I want to the one that's got its like face like around the neck of my horse, because I'm assuming that's closest to me. I just want to fucking I just want to stab it with my javelin.
All right.
That's it. You're done. And I want to be like, for Carl! And try to stab it. Hopefully I don't miss and stab my own horse.
I think when you are raging, that gives you advantage.
I think so too, but I couldn't find it on my sheet. So I was
if
trying
you want to pop up the text, if you click the little speech bubble next to rage, it'll pop up the information.
Okay. Speech bubble next to rage. Oh, there it is.
On
Okay.
your character sheet. It'll just...
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I can enter rage as a bonus action.
Yeah. So actually, if you hit the speech bubble, it should pop up all the information. There we go. Into chat. So I can look at it too.
Holy crap. That's amazing.
So you enter as a bonus action. You have advantage on strength checks.
Yes.
You gain advantage on, you have additional damage, and then you resist.
Okay.
More damage.
Okay.
And then I think the other thing is that you might get a bonus action.
Well, she went into a rage right now, so that was her bonus.
That's right. So go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay. Yes!
That will hit. You successfully hit. So add 2 to your damage. So if you click the word javelin underneath, that'll automatically roll your damage. and then we'll add 2 to whatever that is.
Oh, perfect.
So 7 damage as you just sink in. The wolf is gonna make a choice. It's gonna try and hold on. It does not succeed. It drops its jaw like you.
No, it doesn't.
Where were you aiming for?
It's freaking neck. I want to take that.
You stab into kind of the meaty part between like its neck and its shoulder, and it like pops its jaw and like lands on the ground, blood on its mouth, blood on your horse's neck.
I have another question. Can I see how much blood I get on myself? Is that something that I can roll for? I would just like to know how close I am to blood.
Just roll, do /roll 1d space 1d10. And we will scale on a scale of 1 to 10. You got very little blood on you.
Little blood on me.
You got a 1 amount of blood on you.
You're very dainty.
Yes.
It was just a tiny amount. Most of it's just on your horse. Elaine is going to kind of look at all of you, and I believe she can
My horse, Elaine.
cast. This is the wrong book. This is the correct book. As a cleric. Shoot, it's not in here. It probably is, but I didn't write it down. What's the one that you get? You think you get advantage? It's not inspiring.
Hold on.
Has anyone played a cleric recently?
I actually have a cleric sheet right up in front of me. It's not guidance, but
I think it's the opposite one.
Enhanceability.
I think guidance is the one where you get something on saving throws, and then there's the one, and I don't remember exactly what it's called, where you get
Guidance
it.
gives you a D4 that you can roll on saving throws and I think attacks as well.
Excellent. Then we'll say it's guidance. It's
Yeah.
the one that I'm thinking of. I know what it is. It's like the bardic
Tad is
inspiration.
proposing blessing.
Blessing. Thank you.
Good job,
that's-
Peter.
I'm like, they're so similar. Probably should have written this down. So she is going to apply a blessing to Tad. Tad, you feel yourself as the spirit of Palor runs through your veins. You now have, at some point, you can roll an extra D4, and you can add that to an attack roll.
Okay.
If you can choose to. And I believe it's a one-time use. But I'll double check. And that puts it at Honora's turn.
All right. So I see I'm in the back. So Tad is in the front, and is Tad's horse in front of me?
Yes.
I'm wondering, and the wolf that fell off, is that now?
That was
Like,
at
on
the
the
front
ground?
with the neck.
Yeah.
There is still one attached to the butt
to
of
the
my
back.
horse. Yeah.
Okay, great.
On hind legs.
So
Yeah.
I would like to try to kind of stand up. Well, because also I'm on this pony too, so I'm kind of like stabbing up. I would like my pony to go up forward a little bit so that I can short sword stab this wolf in the back. That's what I would like to do.
Okay, you were going to try and jump off your horse and run up to the wolf and stab it in the back?
I thought I was going to ride my pony up.
Oh, you,
Kinda
okay.
Like tailgating.
Excellent. You want to try and ride alongside. And I will also say, so it was 3 creatures, sorry. So Honora and Lyra as well. We'll say she blessed both of you. So both of you have a D4 that you can add to an attack roll or a saving throw. And it goes for as long as she continues the spell.
Nice.
All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and... Do I need to do anything, or should I just roll the short sword?
Let's roll the short sword, but I think... are you going to use your bonus action? Because you're a monk, so you get another bonus action.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then I will say roll. So I'll give you 2 choices. Either you can roll at disadvantage with your bonus action, or we can say you're using your bonus action to control the horse.
Bonus action to control the horse.
Okay, so then just roll the attack.
Yeah, and then I'll use that inspiration dice. That's just a slash
I would
roll,
recommend
or-
that because then you hit. Yeah, it's slash roll 1d4.
1d4.
Hey.
Excellent. You hit
Hey,
beautifully.
listen to your text.
As you go along with your short sword and you just like, and you drive by slash at the one that's on the butt.
And I yell, "No take back seats!"
I am so into it.
Okay, roll your damage. You can click on the short sword.
7.
7. All right. The one at the back whimpers again as this one is also going to try and hold on, but it did just get stabbed by a short sword, and it will just cling on. It like sort of whimpers slightly as you get it kind of in the ribs, and it like clings on as it is bleeding out, trying very, very hard to get its fucking lunch. Lyra. Oh, sorry, Lulu.
All right. Lulu's gonna turn into a complete savage. She's gonna get off of her horse, and I'm gonna use my movement to come up. So I'm like about pretty much in between all of the wolves, on all fours, looking super vicious. But I mean, it's not that vicious because she's got like bright blue eyeshadow and like red lipstick, and she's just like showing her teeth, and she's like, like she's basically growling, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop Scorching Ray.
Okay.
And I would like to what do you call it? Casting that at level 2, and I would like to take all 3 of those rays and just 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Just
Boom, boom, boom. You hurl them at one at several. So you make a ranged spell attack, and for each of them, I think you just roll 1 attack against
One
all
attack.
of them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
As you were.
Okay, how do I roll attack? Oh my God.
For this one, it's just. Oh shoot.
It should be on your front page, on the core page. In the middle there, you should have attacks, and you should have one that says Scorching Ray.
I don't think I set her up one. So if you go to spells, your spell attack bonus is 4. So if you do slash, and I can set it up real fast for you, slash 1d20 plus 4.
Plus 4. That's an unrecognized command. Yikes.
Here.
Slash 1d20 plus 4. No.
You might need to
Or
put
you
a
can
space
click on-
between the plus.
It might be easier just to click
I
on the
gotcha.
dice.
I rolled you
There
a
you go.
23.
Nice.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Wow.
With the 23,
Wow.
unless you want to roll again.
Oh God, no.
Okay.
You know, I would love to take that 23. Thank you.
I'm just gonna roll you one, make you just a spell attack. Okay, so that was 2d6, right? I think it's the damage. Takes
yeah,
2d6 fire damage.
2d6.
Fire damage.
Okay.
2d6
Do you want me to
fire
roll, or
damage.
do you want to?
I can do that. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So 2d6. So slash
Roll
2d6. Slash roll 2d6.
8 damage. Nice. All right. As you get on the ground, you're all fours. You're growling at them, and then you kind of have to use your hands for this, or don't you? How do you cast your spell? Because there's like a somatic component, which means that you are like doing an action, as well as saying something. What does it look like when you are casting this spell?
Well, I mean, I'm on all fours right now, but like, I kind of just like lift one hand, like a boss, just like, like just, yeah. Ooh.
Nice. The one on the back at this point is on. It's really gonna try and stay on there. It's on fire. It falls off. It just like takes the scorching ray. You hit it right into the bleeding wound, and it just like opens its jaw as it lets out a yelp and like falls onto its back, and it is now prone. The other two, the one in the front and the one in the middle, just kind of like get hit by this fire as like flames lick across their fur. You smell that burning like singed hair smell. Is that what Tad's doing?
Yes. Tad is in a rage.
And Lyra, it is your turn.
Yes.
Are they back in a nice little group together again? Or are they spread out now?
How much of a group do you need them to be?
I believe it's a 5-foot area. Or
I'd say you could probably get 2 of them. You can either get the front in the middle or the back in the middle.
10-foot
But I
radius.
don't think you could get all 3 of them.
Okay, I'll take the 2 most hardy ones. with
Okay, the
shatter.
one at the back has definitely been injured the most.
Okay, so go for the front one that has not been injured as much.
Leave that front one for me. That sucker.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
That's fine. You do you.
Take it, Tad. You're doing great. So DC 14 for those 2. And
Okay,
then
con save.
yep. 13 on a failure and 6 on a success.
Okay, one of them succeeds? No, you said 13?
13 is the DC is 14.
One of them succeeds. So that one takes half damage?
Mhm.
Okay. And... I'm mathing. It's fine, I know how to math, I promise. And you said 6 and 3? Wait, 6 and 13.
So 6 for the half, half. 13
Okay,
for
perfect. Okay. And that's going to put it at their turn. Their turn. That means I need to do something. Ooh, the one in the front. That does not look happy as this ring of thunder. You have like popped the eardrums in this poor dire wolf's head.
Poor
you see,
dire
like,
wolf, my butt.
a little bit of blood drip out. Okay, so the one at the back is fallen and it's gonna like flip over. It's really, that one's just gonna leap up at Tad.
Yes!
It's gonna
do
leap
it!
up at Tad.
Embrace me!
I think it misses. What's your armor class?
16.
It misses you. It snaps and lands back on the ground. The other one in the front is going to jump at Lulu, who definitely just set it slightly on fire. The tip of its tail is clearly singed as it leaps and attempts to bite you. And I think your armor class is above a 10, so it misses. And they're not doing terribly. That was the one at the front. The middle one, Lyra, you're pretty far away, right? They probably don't actually know. They're not very smart.
Lyra's towards the front. So.
Yeah, they're going to go for Lulu. The other one's going to go for Lulu as well.
Yeah.
I think that'll hit with an 18. As
Ooh,
it leaps at you, Lulu, like also on all fours, and snaps in, sinks some fangs and teeth in, and you take 10 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
What?
With a snarl.
Owie.
That's not cool. I don't think I have. No, I don't have any words yet.
That's
okay.
okay.
We have
You
a cleric.
actually do have a cleric with you.
We have a cleric.
Yeah,
it's
that
fine.
is true.
We're going to murder these dire wolves, skin them, and then we're going to heal Lulu.
New
That's what's going to happen.
costumes.
New costumes! Cloaks! We cloaks!
Yep, I'm into it.
Tad, it's your turn.
Okay, I
As
would
you
like
say
to.
your plan aloud.
Yes. So here's the thing, though. I'm going to try to bargain with you, wonderful GM.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because this dire wolf is like stunned and on the ground, can I do some form of animal handling to just like inspire Carl to stamp the crap out of this dire wolf and allow Carl to avenge himself?
Yeah, roll me I will say you can roll me an animal handling to get what is a traveling horse and not a war horse to make an attack against a dire wolf.
Yes. Okay. All right. This is a mistake, but I'm doing it anyway.
But you have the D4 of the bless.
That's right.
You do.
I do. Okay. Can I use that on attack or also or just damage?
So the D4 is actually for saving throws and attack rolls, but I will say because you can allow your horse to use the D4 on its attack roll.
Yes. Okay.
16. That will you basically pull on the horse enough. I'm gonna say your method of animal handling is a little bit more aggressive than maybe it is focused around like treats and rewards. So you pull on the horse's rein and it rears back and just stomps back down. And I'm gonna see if the horse can attack. It is.
Can I do my +4?
It's not gonna help.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Did you roll a 1?
I might have rolled a 1 for your horse.
No!
As the horse rears back, stamps back down, and it's gonna twist its ankle.
No.
And it just goes, and your horse just sort of clunks slightly to one side in the front as it's like now limping.
What have I done? All right.
And that puts it at Elaine's turn. Elaine is going to cast. I think it's Cure Wounds. No, it's the words.
Healing
Is
word?
the healing word.
Healing word?
Yeah. Healing word on Lulu, who is currently a little bit. I want healing. Why did you give me the wrong page? Looks a little bit
Hurts and I'm
damaged.
dying.
So you were going to
Yeah.
recover some hit points as Elaine just like says, "Feel better." That's her
She
healing
fits right
word.
in. Little does she know, she fits right in.
And you're going to regain.
It's
Yeah, it's 1d4. And
4
then
plus their spell casting. Yep.
she'll cast it at second level, so 5. 8 hit points.
One of my eyelashes is falling off. I'm a hot mess right now.
Oh.
You get back all but that one eyelash as you regain 8 hit points. And that's gonna put it at Anora's turn.
So, wolf check.
Yep.
They're all still alive.
Yes.
Darn it.
Are there any still on the butt of the crippled horse?
No.
No.
There
Okay.
is one that nearly got stamped on, and it is near the front of the horse. But it is not looking so hot. That one definitely looks the most injured. It was the one that was that you slashed in the side and then got like a firebolt to the side. There's the one in the middle that has been the least injured. That one seems to be mostly focused on biting at Lulu, who is also on all fours. It's like this weird, are we playing? But also, I want to kill you. And then the one at the back is sort of in between the two. It's pretty bloody. That was the one that like, fell onto its back and then kind of rolled over and tried to bite at Tad.
Okay. Does Lulu look like, in my perception, that she's got that situation handled?
I think Lulu looks pretty collected, apart from
Okay.
the fact that she looks like, as you said, a hot mess.
I think the word you're looking for is fierce. Lulu
Yeah,
looks fierce.
She looks
Yes.
fierce. If she
Fierce
looks
AF.
fierce, I'm gonna let her do her thing and wink at her, and then I'll throw a dart at the one that's almost dead in front of me.
Exactly.
Okay.
Bardonce wishes this was her music video.
So
Yes.
you can also then, as a monk, I believe, take a bonus action that is a melee attack. So if you want to stay on the horse, I mean, if you're not moving the horse, you could probably do both. Like throw a dart from the one that's far from you, and I think you're still close to the one at the front, because that was the one you slashed. So you'd still
Okay,
be in melee range.
Great. So let's do that. I will find the bloodied one in the back, throw a dart at that,
Cool.
and then slash at the one in front, leaving Lulu's alone.
Yes. They're gonna have a moment, and it's gonna be beautiful.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be
beautiful.
bloody.
And songs will come out of it, and they will be
Oh,
sung
yes.
across the land. 14 on the dart throw.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll the
Awesome.
damage. One at the back.
5.
Okay. This doesn't look good. Like, it is whimpering, but it looks hungry too. And go ahead and roll the slashing damage for the one in the front.
Sure. Why is that not? Oh, right. That's
The short sword.
There we go. Nope. It's more for show there.
That is you do it with flourish though. You do it with flourish. As simultaneously there is a horse who twists its ankle, there is a dire wolf like dodging, there is a sword flying. There is a lot of glitter in this moment.
Oh, excellent. At least I take comfort in the fact that the wolves will probably not attack my pony if I'm swirling my sword around. even
Does
if I have
increase
hit-
that probability.
Ha!
Lulu.
All right. I would like to take off the red underwear that I had put on, and I want to choke this wolf out.
Yes!
All right, so
Because, honey, he does not mess with my eyelashes. Oh!
you're a wizard. You have so many spells. This is what we're doing. Perfect.
Oh,
I'm not.
I know, but
So the way this will probably play out is you will need to grapple the wolf in order to choke it.
yes.
And I'll just make this a strength check. So you can give me athletics actually. So roll athletics to attempt to grapple the wolf.
Okay.
You roll a 6. So you spend a lot of the time having to remove your underwear because that's part of your process to choke out the wolf. And you get up to it and like get pretty close to this wolf, and it's just too squirmy. It's just too squirmy as you like try and wrap your arms around it, but it like slips out as you kind of go in for a headlock with the underwear, and there's a lot of teeth and fur and snapping.
And blood.
I'm so upset. All right, what can I do now?
That was your action.
No! I can't use a cantrip. I can't use anything, huh?
Unless you have something that can be used as a bonus action, because that was just your action, which you might. I don't think any of your spells were bonus actions.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, that's one action, one action, one action. No, it doesn't look like I have any bonus actions, sadly. Well, that's unfortunate.
You could use, you could yell at it for a bonus action.
Can I?
Please.
Can I talk smack to this wolf?
Yeah.
Double check your, you can talk smack, but I don't remember if your acid is,
My acid is a bonus or not? That's a great question.
Technically, yeah, Dragon Breath is supposed to be an action, but in a lot of the games I do, I make it a bonus action because you're just exhaling.
If you
Oh,
would
nice.
like to spit some acid on it, I will say for reduced damage, you can hawk up a
Absolutely. Your
Do
mother
it.
was a Yorkie.
A Lucy.
Yeah.
As you are very close to it, I'm gonna just say you succeed on hawking up some spit. So go ahead and what's the normal damage that you roll in the acid? You can see it under the damage type for your breath weapon.
It's right there. It's 12.
Yeah, 12.
It's 2d6 plus 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
2d6 plus 1. Mm-hmm.
All right, so I will do half damage for that one then, and you spit all over this wolf, with just a glorious hawking up a loogie as you call its mother a Yorkie.
Oh.
And you see me like take a piece of cloth and like kind of dab like the corners of my mouth.
Do you use the underwear?
Yes.
Yeah. The underwear starts disintegrating.
Yes.
Here goes another pair. Dang it.
Lyra.
Are any of these wolves, there's the one by Lulu that would take an attack of opportunity should it run away, but are either of the other two within attack of opportunity distances to my teammates?
Yes, the one, actually both of them are. One is fighting Tad and then the other one is fighting Anara.
Which one looks hardier?
The one in the middle, actually, the one fighting Lulu.
Oh, the one fighting Lulu.
Probably of the other two, the one fighting Anara is in slightly better shape.
All right. I'm going to look at that one and just start as it gets dissonant whispers.
How do you dissonantly whisper to a dire wolf?
I actually, no, you would meow like a cat.
As the wolf looks around, not sure where the sound of cats is coming from.
Okay. Nightmare
It has to make a
wolf.
wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it's going to take 22 points of psychic damage.
Are you fucking serious? What's wrong with that spell? It fails. It fails 22 points.
That's what
Wow.
it's there. Is that right?
What dice are you
Why did
rolling?
it do 16? No, hold on. That's not right.
I mean, it's probably enough to take the wolf out because it doesn't have that many hit points left.
It should just be 3d6. Hold on.
Okay.
That's really high. Yeah, why did it do that? That's weird. Okay, 12. That's fine.
12. That is still enough. I was like, 22. We'll roll with
Yeah.
it. The poor, this dire wolf, it's had a day. It just wanted some deer, and, now it's curing cats. And all it does is this poor wolf is like, and it like bites down on its tail and just starts spinning around, and like it passes out from sheer exhaustion. And it flops on the ground in front of Tad and next to Anara, and it's just like foaming slightly at the mouth as blood is pouring from its side.
So that has ended it?
Yes.
All right. Because with that spell, if it fails to save, it also has to use its reaction to run as far away from me as it can.
Well, it chased its tail for a while trying to run
Yeah.
away from you, tripped over itself and passed out. Yeah, no,
It's
that was enough.
first blood.
And that puts it at the other two wolves' turn. The one that just got spit on by Lulu, is not pleased by this and is going to be like, well, mouth like mouth, and just try and get you in the throat. Like, maybe I can stop you. Will a 19 will hit you. And does another 10 points of damage. As it, like, sinks in, ignoring the acid, like, on the side of its face as these patches of skin are revealed as burns through the fur and just, like, tears into the melee wizard. The other one is going to leap up at you, Tad, and going to try and get you.
I'm gonna hug it. Oh man, I'm gonna hug it.
It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
Do it.
You are raging, so I believe you take, you resist. Rolled, not great. You resist half this damage, so it would be normally 7. So I believe you half it because you are raging, and it is piercing damage.
Okay, now that 4 that I used for my horse, it's done, right? One shot. Okay.
I think, yeah, she changed spells, so it's no longer ongoing.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Okay, so what do I roll?
Actually, no,
for
I
this?
think it is ongoing because it's not a concentration spell. Bless? Didn't say concentration. It's just one action, yes, up to 1 minute. I'll double check. But yeah, I think it's still going, so you still have the D4.
Okay.
It lasts for a minute.
So I can use that now
Yeah.
to save it. Okay, where am I rolling again? Sorry.
You just resist, so you take half the damage.
Perfect.
So the 7 becomes 4 because you are raging.
Awesome.
So
Cool.
as a rage, whenever you get hit by slashing or piercing or one other type of damage, you just automatically half it. Basically, non-magical origin damage is like, you're like, whatever!
Yeah, I don't care. I do not care. I'm gonna hug it.
Okay, it's your turn. Give me
No,
a...
I'm not actually gonna hug it.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
actually gonna hug it. No, I'm gonna murder it. I'm gonna murder it. Absolutely, I'm gonna murder it. Unless I can hug it and squeeze it to death. But I tried something crazy with my horse, and I ended up hurting my horse.
Grapple it. You can grapple it, and then you can attack it, and you'll get advantage on your attack. Or you can just stab it. It's pretty injured.
It's pretty injured. I'm going to. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna stab it with my stabby stab. That's what's happening. I want to stab it really hard, right in the neck.
Okay, stab it in the neck.
Yep, I'm ready. Bam.
You still
Roll the d4.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wait, would you be using your javelin or your sword?
My javelin. I've been using my javelin the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
You will automatically succeed if you roll the 1d4. So we will say you are using that because you have not used it. And you stab it. Click on the javelin. Give me the damage.
Yes.
As it is like on top of your horse, like scrabbling down, and you just
No,
it in the throat.
I'm gonna wear you. Okay. Oh wait.
Piercing. Oh.
Yep. I
And
was
that's the
trash
one in the
talking
back.
the wolf.
Yes, that was the one that was on your horse's ass, right?
Yep. Or no, this is the one on the throat. That's why I'm stabbing it in the throat. Right? This is the one in the front.
I think that was the one next to Nara. Whatever. It's one of
Whatever.
them. It's not the
Okay.
one fighting Lulu. And with that, you stab it in the throat. The javelin
Yeah.
piercing through the other side. The wolf is speared.
Amazing.
And it sort of slumps over. This one is definitely dead. The one on the ground that is unconscious after chasing its own tail to death may be dead or may just bleed out over time. You can certainly finish
Okay.
that one off.
Yes.
And it lets out a death
Amazing.
choke.
Can I
Nice.
take its head off?
After combat, yes.
Perfect.
Elaine is going to cast Healing Word again, although this time only at first level on on Lulu, and you're going to heal 5 points of damage. Because I looked it up. It is healing word is not a concentration spell, and you can keep concentration as long as you're only doing one at a time. Bless is a good spell.
It's
I
very
feel
good.
so good right now.
And Honora.
Yeah, then what Honora saw was 2 of the wolves have gone down, one chasing its tail, one getting speared. Now we just have the wolf that Lulu tried to strangle and then Lulu
With
beat on.
panties.
Yeah, so I saw that, and as much as I want to give her space, I am a little concerned. So I'd like to toss the pony's reins, like jump off, and toss the pony's reins maybe to Alanis.
Alanis, take the reins!
Alanis, take the reins! And I want to use the short sword on the last wolf standing.
Okay. You beautifully leap off the horse, the pony. You rush towards with your sword and make the melee attack, and then you can use your bonus action to make a second one. Roll 1d4
Okay.
for the bless.
Nope.
You miss with the first one. Go ahead and roll your bonus attack.
It was tough jumping off and throwing the reins.
It was,
but
it
it's
was.
fine.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You're a bard, right?
I am a monk.
Oh, you're a monk? Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind.
So,
I thought we had a bard.
I'm the bard.
Oh, you're the bard. Oh, okay. Okay, because I was going to be like, wait, if you roll a 1, you have natural luck, so you can actually re-roll.
Oh, you are a halfling. Did you roll a 1? Oh, no, that's only on d20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on
this one,
D20
neither
rolls.
of those was that bad.
Yes.
Sadly, it was just mediocre.
That is important to remember. You have halfling luck. So if you ever roll a nat 1, I think it actually will automatically re-roll for you in roll 20. Unfortunately, you are charging the distance, but you get kind of caught up in all of the various horses and other creatures, and like jumping and dodging between all of the movement that you don't quite solidly sink into the dire wolf, as it is very close to Lyra or to Lulu, and it's you're being cautious. You don't want to stab Lulu.
Well,
as
fine. Can I use the flurry of blows then to
Yeah, you can spend
take
another
a
key point.
and just punch it in the face?
Yeah,
Do it.
yes, you can.
And
So I spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So unarmed strike 1. There
That
you
will
go.
hit.
Wow.
I get
Like your
angry
fist
when-
went through its skull.
Wow.
So 7 plus
7. Okay, nice. It is-
punch 1 and punch 2 is not as good. Not as good.
Not
so.
as good. Roll 1d4 and see if you make it.
Nope.
No.
D4 is not happy. It is
Yeah.
you do punch it, like you dent its skull with that first blow. You're like, nah.
And it probably hurt a little too much, and that's why I missed the second punch. I didn't expect to be so good at it. Like, ah!
As it like crunches slightly under your fist. Lyra.
Oh, isn't it Lulu next?
Oh, sorry, Lulu. Yes, and then Lyra.
Oh, all right. How's this wolf looking right now?
Pretty injured.
He's pretty injured. Like if I breathed on him, he would probably collapse. Maybe.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
a solid breath would probably do it.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
Show us how it's done.
Hmm.
Show us how it's
You
done.
know, I'm gonna go for death by undies. I'm gonna try one more time. I'm
Yes.
going for it. Death
in
by
athletics.
sexy lingerie.
All right.
All
Can
right.
I retcon I inspired her?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Inspired!
How do you inspire her?
You got this. You don't let anybody tell you you have to. You are strong.
Yes.
You got this.
Yes. I'm so inspired right now.
Show that bard, Onse bitch, where it's at.
And you can add a
Oh,
d6 to the roll.
And then
roll d6 and add that to the roll. And I am. Okay, so 18.
Right.
That's actually going to be relatively hard for it to... It does not succeed on the save. You go in as this big honkin' dragonborn, and you get it. You get this pair of undies around its muzzle. It's not really, to be fair, the underwear that is doing it. It is the slow chokehold that you get on its very large neck, combined with all of the other trauma that it has sustained, that choke out the last, 4 hit points that it has left as you squeeze it tighter and tighter and tighter. But you think it was the underwear. You believe.
Yeah, I believe.
And everyone else
I'm
believes.
writing a song about it right now.
Oh, we had a good suggestion in the chat. Death by Undies.
Death by
Yep.
Undies for a new song.
Death by Undies.
For a new song. And with that, the direwolf slumps in your arms, and calm once again returns as your horses are skittering and not completely panicked. I think at that point Elaine can probably go over and do some healing on the horse as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Lane. Thank you.
Gonna kind of look at you and be like, maybe take it easy on the horse and try not to use Carl for stomping, but he'll be fine.
Excuse me, what?
This is not a war horse. She's petting Carl. It's more of a
I would like
walking
to
horse.
smile awkwardly. Keep in mind, I am covered in blood. Okay? I'm covered in blood. I'm going to go ahead and smile and intimidate. I'm going to do it.
You're trying to intimidate Elaine, who is
I
in
am.
the process of healing your horse.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
What is your goal if this intimidation is to be successful?
Doesn't forget who she's talking to. Tad the Bloody.
Okay.
I will.
Roll your intimidate, Tad.
Still in a frenzy. I'm also still really angry. So
That's true. You are not out of
am.
your rage.
yeah, I'm like, okay. Trying to play in character here. Okay, intimidation.
As you stand there and she's like, I understand, but I cannot change your nature any more than I can change the nature of this horse.
Guys, I think she knows Carl.
Just gently
She
petting
might.
the horse.
She might know.
Can I
Carl.
talk to Carl?
Do you
Yeah.
speak with animals?
Yeah, I do.
The best spell. Yes, you can.
So I wasn't trying to use Carl as a warhorse. I was trying to allow Carl his revenge. He was attacked twice.
I
It's
understand.
only fair that Carl should be allowed to fight back.
All right, I'm just
Everyone
look at
should be-
Carl. Carl, how does that make you feel?
And suddenly you are going making horse noises, and Carl stomps one foot and whinnies and goes, which you interpret to mean, I appreciate what Tad did, but that was fucking terrifying. I was a wolf. Why wasn't Tad protecting me? I think Tad failed. You don't hear any of
Tad.
this.
Ted,
And
Carl is so upset he's spaghetti at you right now.
What?
You
like,
need
really, I
to-
think me and Tad just need some space.
Yeah, Carl needs space. He's not feeling very confident about your guys' relationship right now.
I'm still
So-
enraged. Oh no. Okay. I'm not gonna kill my horse.
You can
Carl
end.
doesn't
Actually,
think you're taking his feelings into consideration. Carl is very upset.
I'm so angry right now. Oh
at this
no.
point, you would
Okay.
drop out of your rage because you haven't been attacked in the
Okay.
last 6 seconds.
I
No one's
was
tried to stab
actually
you.
attacked. What are you talking about? Okay. All right.
But I think me and Tad, with time, and the horse is still talking. As
Yeah.
long as Tad understands that all I want to do is transport people from place to place. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
Carl wants you to understand that he has a heart that is only for loving and hooves that are made for hugging, but not stomping.
Can I hug Carl? Even though I'm
Carl-
covered in blood.
So is
I'm
Carl.
just gonna look at Carl.
The horse
All right,
appears
all right.
to nod its head.
I feel so warm in my heart right now. I feel so good that we had this talk. Thank you, Lulu, for allowing Carl and I to have this moment. And then I would like to cut the head off of a wolf.
I thought you were going to say Carl for a minute. I was like, what the fuck?
also do.
That would be totally something that Tad would do, but not with Carl.
Like,
So it's
I
fine.
need a better horse than you.
Yeah.
When you are hugging Carl, Carl will sort of hesitate as a horse might and then like lean into the hug. You know the way like dogs do when you start petting them, but it's a horse, and so
Oh,
like
I got you, Carl.
Tad is sort of slowly being leaned over.
Acid's like running down my face because it's like the most beautiful moment ever.
And then yes, you successfully
Like
you turn
molten
around.
gold with this glitter.
There's just no glitter on your face anymore. You successfully turn around and cut the head off of the dire wolf.
Perfect. All right, so I think we all need cloaks. I think that's what's about to happen.
I think,
here.
yes.
To be clear, does
Very
anyone
fashionable.
keep the head on and just skin the head and then wear the head with a cloak,
Yes!
like
I
full on
want that.
pelt?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
I like that idea. However, there's only 3 of them.
There are
So
only 3.
Get heads.
We need to go
Elaine
kill
will.
2 more direwolves.
Yes, they are dire wolves though, so I think we could probably do a head and a cloak for 3 of us, and then extra cloak. Like we could probably get enough material for enough.
Wait,
cloak.
I want some finger gloves. Can I like take like some of
Yes.
the paws, get some finger gloves?
Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
I'll go with like a mini skirt. Of
A
like
tail.
Like a
some
fur
smaller, yeah.
sarong.
Oh, the tails.
The tails, the 3
Oh.
tails like woven together for a skirt.
Gosh,
Oh,
I love this.
terrible.
I love this.
Lulu and the dire wolves. Can we all just wear the like the tails?
I mean that's
So do you actively seek out more dire wolves?
No, I think
no, I think we have enough.
Okay.
We probably
Yeah.
have enough.
Dire
Yeah.
wolves are pretty big. Like
Am I
they're
the only
they're
one
large.
like wearing the head cloak?
Mhm.
Nobody else is taking a head?
Oh, I
Oh.
totally want to do the head cloak thing.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I want a head cloak.
Okay.
I think that would get. I think that Nora needs something a little bit more flexible because she does a lot of headstands and leaps and stuff.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a fan of the tail concept. Like
Okay.
You have a
Yeah,
like a
accessories.
tail
Yeah.
pauldrons.
yeah,
Yeah.
and something like that. That
I guess
seems.
you're very small too, so like a
Yeah.
tail could be a scarf. Like it could be like
Oh
pretty.
yeah.
And like dire wolf leg warmers. Yes.
Yes.
So as
100% that. Yes.
Yes.
So my task for you then is by next week to be able to tell me what your new direwolf fashion attire is going to be.
Amazing.
As you drag the corpses, skin the direwolves, and attempt to fashion clothing out of them, you will probably be suggested to have someone else do the tanning and the leather work. So maybe you find a small town along the way as you stay for a night in an inn and get like come with these bloody direwolf
Drop down
corpses.
like the dire wolves. Bam.
This Tanner, and they're like, okay.
Also, do you have an open mic night here?
And Elaine is like, we should really be on the road, but I guess I can't.
Do we have a song for you?
Ooh, we could
Duck you.
perform over there. Chips and ale. Chips and ale.
Yes.
Yes.
We gotta sing the song of the 3 wolves. That
As you
make it
were-
out.
As you were choosing to spend more of your time waiting for someone to tan your wolf pelts and perform in this small, very small town, a hamlet perhaps, at some point Elaine is going to come over to Anara, who has probably shown herself to be one of the more speedy and subtle members of the group, and kind of pull her to the side at some point and just look at her sort of intently and be like, as much as I need to get safely to my sister's estate, the papers need to get to her faster. If I were to furnish you with a small amount extra, do you think you would be able to speedy their trip? The rest of you seem slow.
Well,
This bitch.
Is that just to me or to the whole group?
Just
No,
to you.
that's to you.
Just to me.
Oh.
Ah. Does the rest of the group get to know about this?
That's up to you.
How fast do you need it to get there?
Quickly.
And do I know off the top of my head like how long a journey that would be?
So you guys are probably about halfway at this point, but you have since what was supposed to be a 10-day journey, so you have about 5 days left. You are waiting for the tanner, which is going to take like 2 or 3 days. So you could, and if you went quickly without particular amounts of pausing, you would probably be able to make it in like 3 days.
Okay.
You could speed it up.
Honora likes the sound of sticking it to this bad boss. She thinks that is great. So that she kind of wants to stay with the group because the whole direwolf thing was pretty fun. But she'll report to the rest of the group and explain that we have been asked to expedite the delivery of the incriminating papers. So I'm going to go on ahead and take these to their destination, and then I can scout out our entry in the festival. Yeah.
Wait, I'm
like
sorry.
being separated.
Yes, I don't like being separated. And I'm sorry. She approached you and asked you to deliver these papers early?
Yes. Well, yes. And now I'm sharing that with you guys.
I see that. I would like to roll perception
On
to see if I assume that something like money exchanged hands here.
I will tell them about the money.
I'm greedy AF. It makes sense. It's in character. Okay, so wait. I'm sorry. So she's offering you more money to go ahead, and you said
She's
yes?
offering us more money.
But why would she only talk to you about this? Did
Yeah,
you guys
that's
hear
weird.
anything about this?
No, I didn't hear
No.
anything about it.
Oh, I didn't hear anything about this.
I'm trying to set up a show.
I will move faster, but I think that we should all go together and we should be wary of Alanis.
Yeah.
I think there's something weird going on here.
Is she even worthy of the name Alanis anymore?
I don't know. I don't know. But you know what? I think that we do when she's asleep. When she's asleep tonight, we're going to read those papers. We're going to see what is actually in that bag. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm feeling it.
Yeah,
think
I'm
that's
feeling that
great.
too. Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
High five! Or whatever we do.
Who are we?
Yeah. No
and
idea.
then you saunter off to the stage where you're performing, leaving like Lyra and Inara just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
I don't know if we can travel fast enough as a group.
What does that even mean? What are you saying? Are you saying that we're slow? Are you calling me slow?
We have a wounded horse,
No, the horse was healed. Carl is fine.
but we can't abuse Carl. I mean, we just had a moment with Carl.
I mean, how are you going to keep up with your pony? Like, how are you going to be faster on your pony than
Yeah,
without us?
thank you. Thank you. Our horses are faster than your pony. If anybody should go, the bard should go.
Wait, what?
I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
no,
I
I
don't,
need
think,
to.
I don't think we should be separated. I think we
trick
should
is-
see what the
it's
papers
not
say.
just about speed, but it's about stealth.
Oh, I'm not good at that.
Glitter.
I am so stealthy. And then you
Glitter.
just see me just big old, just like dragon.
I don't know. I feel
Lean
like
on a
we-
table, knock
I don't
over a
think you
glass.
ladies can hide your fabulousness, but mine is just a cloak that I wear to hang out with you folks.
But we had a plan. We agreed to it together. We should stick to it together.
I don't even know why you're arguing with us because we're all going together whether you like it or not.
Yeah. But we will need you tonight to sneak in and check those papers. We're going to need you to do that. Because I'm clunky with this armor. It's not happening. But,
I mean, I can do it.
yeah, okay. That works.
So as you continue this discussion, eventually you will be tasked to perform in the inn,
wonderful.
and I presume that's how you are paying for your room.
Of course.
Eleni will.
Pay for anything.
You don't, not anymore. Not since you became right click.
Yep.
Sorry, not Eleni. Elaine will hand over the papers to Inara, probably without telling anyone, and Anara can make her choice whether she slips off in the night or she remains to allow the group, who I'm going to guess get somewhat intoxicated that evening.
Oh.
Sounds about right.
And
Yeah,
are
yeah.
thoroughly asleep by the time Elaine is handing over the papers. And
Maybe
that
I have to flip this Caber Clay.
is, yeah, how good was your performance? Feel free.
Yeah, good job.
Lyra's was pretty
I
good
just-
with 22.
Mine was terrible. My rhythm's off as normal.
And let's see.
13.
No, take
Middle of the
backsies.
road.
Hey, my performance was shit or bad because at the I was like, oh no, take backsies or betrayals. Okay.
Oh, you tried
Wanna-
doing take backsies, but not
Oh.
everyone was with it.
Yeah.
And with that, you will head to sleep. And in the morning when you wake up, Honora is not there. There is a note in your room.
What?
What does the note say?
Our group can survive a few days separated, but there is justice at stake. And there's nothing I like more than sticking it to the man. I will see you ladies in a few days.
She used the word justice. Crap.
Can't be mad at her.
And,
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. Oh.
and that is where we will leave tonight's episode. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the wonderful introduction to the right click. To the right click. And that is everything I could have hoped for and more. And more. You'll have to tune in next week at the same time and the same place. It's 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. Normally
5
we do our
p.m.
show 2 hours
Ah.
later, so we're confusing
Specific.
people. 5 p.m.
Or if you live
Pacific
on the East
time
Coast.
on this channel, or 8 p.m. if you are on the East Coast, or 1 a.m. I think if you're in GMT. Go to sleep.
Yes.
Looking at some people. So we're gonna go ahead and read the donations that came through. You saw nothing as I made noises. That came through in the first half. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting us, for being here, for helping create this wonderful space and keep these things happening. What was the last one? Take backsies. It was that one. Okay. The first donation that came through was from Dununan Knute?
Dunanute.
Dunanute? Thank you.
Yes. You're
I
welcome.
think I've read that name or similar name to that once before, and I said it really wrong. With $10.50, I have to go AFK, but thanks if I don't get back in time. Thank you. Thank you, Dunanute.
Thank you.
Von Aether with $10 and no donation message. Would someone like to improvise a donation message? What did they say?
Fabulous.
Okay.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Dark, my heart.
Perfect. Patrick makes it $20. Oh, wait, I missed one, but I'll do this one and then we'll go back to it. Patrick makes it $20 and another no donation message. What was this one supposed to be?
Splice Girls, get it.
Oh!
That's what you did to those dire wolves. Left-handed monkey wrench with $100. Glad to see the right click still on tour. Looking forward to the tour shirts, unless they're covered in glitter too. You know they are.
What's wrong with
Yeah.
that?
Everything's covered in glitter.
And little holes.
Life
holes.
is glitter. And,
Thank you.
yeah, holes.
And the Great Monkey with $22.22. Words of wisdom from the Great Monkey inspired by Right Click's music. The important thing in anything you do is always trying your hardest, because even if it's not as good as you'd hoped, you will still have to have that sense of not letting yourself down. This is from True Words of Wisdom that
Yeah,
we shall end
serious.
tonight's show on. Thank you, the Great Monkey. Thank you so much, everybody who's here and supported and donated.
you.
Definitely check out the Patreon for Geek Space, and we will be back next week on Wednesday night with episode 2 of High School Royale, which is a lot of fun and now involves time travel. It is our anime-inspired RPG show using the OVA system. But before we leave, let's find out where all of these wonderful people can be found on the internet, so that you can go follow them and enjoy their presence in other places. Let's start with PB.
Hello. You can find me at twitch.tv/pumpkinberry. And I like to stream narrative games, usually anything that makes us think or talk, and role play and all sorts of good stuff. So thank you for having me. It was wonderful.
Frisk.
What's going on? You can find me at twitch.tv/frisk with 2Ks. Playing variety stuff, but mostly Fortnite right now because I have a problem.
It's fine.
It's a good problem.
Oh, yes.
Cheryl.
Hi, everybody. I am Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite on Twitch, and I stream most Sundays around 10 a.m. Pacific. It's part puppetry, part sim games, RPG games, that kind of stuff. And you can also find me on Twitter, usually talking about voice design and user experience design, which is what I do when I am not gaming.
And Megan.
You can find me at Twitter at MeganSiD and then at Geeks Like Us on YouTube and Twitch. And then tomorrow, IRL at AspieCon.
That's awesome.
Yay.
And I am Random Tuesday. You can find me at Random Tuesday here at GeekSpace and on Sundays on Roll For It on the other side of the table. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you for all of the support, the hosts, the raids, the follows, the retweets, the donations. You have been wonderful and amazing, and we will see you next time for the Right Click.
See you next week.
Right click.
Bye.
Right
Thank
click.
you.